Just pop this out. And I think we finally have some silver right here. Large cent. Looks like it's probably going to be a braided hair. 1964 out of Philly. All right. Another one. That's cool. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Rick from Hunting Southwest Ohio. Probably sound a little different, been under the weather here. I struggled through Tuesday's stream, got that done, and it has been a pretty rough week since. It is Friday the 14th. I have not touched a coin or done anything else the rest of the week. It has been pretty tough. But first time ever, we're going to do something different on my channel. I have a backlog of nickel boxes. I have 11 of them sitting here. So I got the albums in front of us. And for our next episode of the Nickel Hunt and Fill series, we're going to do a 4-box hunt. We're going to start with the top left, and then the top right, and then the bottom 2 Loomis boxes. These boxes, I've been dating them now as I pick them up. So this is from 3/2, 3/14, 3/14, and 3/17. So them are the pickup dates for all these. Should be a crazy good hunt, hopefully. Hopefully we'll add some goodies to the album. We only got 5 spots left in the first set, and we're well on our way in the second set. So let's quit messing around. I'm going to get these boxes moved to the side, get box 1 out. And we're looking for the same thing as usual. War nickels, foreigns, buffaloes, V-nickels, errors, varieties, or anything else we can find. See you on the first find. Roll number 1. And first find of the box will be a 1953. And it will be out of Philly. I'm just going to bring you in periodically for the 50s nickels. This is going to be a long hunt with 4 boxes. I'll primarily concentrate on the 40s. Roll number 9, and here's a cool find. Something I have not seen before. We got us a foreign. Nice tree on the back. It is a 10. 1999 Zimbabwe. Pretty cool. Never seen one. I will take that for sure. Happy to have it. A little addition to the foreign coin stash. Roll number 12 and first 40s nickel of the box 1. And we have a 1948. And it will be a Denver. Very nice. We'll take that. First 40s. Roll 17. Second coin in. We're going to have us a 30s. We have a 1939. The question is, will we have a mint mark? We do not. It is a Philly. I'll check this for the DDR. Also have 550s sitting here to add to the board. So we've been having some finds. Be back on the next one. Same roll as that 39. We have our second 40s nickel, be a 1940. Out of Philly. Roll 19 and 40s nickel number 3. This time it'll be a 1941 out of Denver. Roll 22 and 40s nickel number 4 will be a second 1948. And this one will be a Philly. Two coins later, 40s nickel number 5, another 1941, also out of Philly. Roll 23, and another 1941, third one of the hunt, and this one will also be a Philly. Roll 33, and 40s nickel number 7 will be a 1947 out of Philly. Roll 39, and out of nowhere, it's been quiet here the last few rolls. We have a 1938 pop up. Will we get lucky with a mint mark? We will not. Be a 38 Philly. We'll take it. Also have another 550s nickels I have pulled aside. Go ahead and get those up top. And we'll continue rolling on through this 4-box hunt. Roll 43 and 40s nickel number 8. Be another 1941 out of Philly. All right, we're back. Box 1 is hunted. We did all right. I picked up a couple Canadians. We got that Zimbabwe coin. We have a 38, a 39, 8 40s. And I picked up one more 50s nickel toward the end of the box. It's a 1959. And that gives us, I believe, 12 from the 50s. A few possible upgraders and additions. Overall, not a bad box. Let's go ahead, grab box number 2, get into that one. Roll number 4, box 2, and we got another 39. We have a 1939 right there. Will we get a mint mark? Nope, I didn't think so. Based on the condition, usually they're a lot nicer when you have a mint mark on them. But we'll take a 39. First find, box 2. Roll number 6, and our first 40s nickel of box 2. We're going to have a 1947 out of Denver. Roll number 9, and 40s nickel number 2, and it's a 1942. Don't see a lot of these in my boxes, so I will take that, and this one will be out of Denver. Roll 13. I didn't even see it. We just uncovered us a Buffalo. I do not see a mint mark, but we are going to have a date. It's going to be a 19... Is it a 36 or a 38? Let's go ahead and take a look under the scope here. And it is going to be a 1936 out of Philly. We'll take that. Same roll. Another 40s nickel. Third one in the box. Be a 1940 out of Philly. Roll 14. And 40s nickel. Number 4. It's going to be another 1941. Also out of Philly. Roll 23, and 40s nickel, number 5, be another 1947. This one's going to be out of Denver. Same roll, and another 40s nickel, be number 6. This will be a 1940. San Francisco, very nice. Roll 29, and 40s nickel. Number 7 of box 2. They're starting to pile up a little bit. Be a 1941 out of Philly. Roll 30. Just open this one up. Flatten the roll out. And there it is. Another Buffalo. There might be a date on that. Take a look under the scope here. See if we have any better luck. Man, that is tough, tough, tough. Let's see about a mint mark. Can't really tell. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna look at this with the loop real quick. See if I can pick anything up that way. All right, I did check it out. It is a D-mint mark for sure. The best I can tell on this is a 1930-something, maybe 20-something. Hard to tell. We'll try to nick-a-date this one at the end, see if we can get anything off of it. I can't get anything conclusive with the loop, so we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, we'll get done with these 4 boxes, and hopefully we'll have a couple more to nick-a-date. We'll see. Roll 31. Just pop this one open. And I believe that right there is one of them darker edges we're looking for. Not quite as dark as normal, but let's see what we have. Whoop. Yes, sir. 1942 out of Philly. We'll take that. I do not see 42s very often. I am very happy with that. First silver, box 2. Roll 44. And we have another 1941, the 40s nickel, number 8. And it will be a Denver. And I have pulled aside 6 50s nickels right here. I'll go ahead and get those lined up underneath the first box. And we'll continue through this last 6.5 rolls. See if we find any other goodies. Roll 50. And we got another 40s nickel. It is going to be number 9, be a 1940 this time. Oop, and I dropped it. 1940, and it's going to be an S. We'll take it, 1940S. All right, right at the end of that roll, 2 more 40s nickels. We'll take them. 1948 out of Denver. And a 1941 also out of Denver. All right, that is it for box number 2. I think we had, what do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in the 40s. And we had these 6 over here in the 50s right here. I showed you earlier, and that is it. We did pick up a silver, and we did pick up another buffalo, so we'll take that. Be back in a few minutes with box number 3. All right, we are back. Here is box 3. I did just open this up at the bank and checked it out when I picked it up. And I don't see anything exciting. There's a mix of old and new, but let's get into it. See what we find. Roll 13, box 3. And finally, our first 40s find. It is going to be a 1942. And it will be a filly. Roll 32. And finally, 40s nickel, number 2, 1947. Out of Philly. Roll 25, and here's something you don't see too much anymore. You got a beautiful 2009 P. 2009s are a low mintage compared to most, so we'll take that. Roll 29, and we're going to have 40s nickel, number 3. It's been a pretty slow box. 1941, out of Philly. Roll 34, and this is not what you want to see when you pull the one out and flip it over. And we got a shield set. Let's get this popped open and see if there's any others in there. I'll be right back. Well, luckily, just the one shield set, and it's going to be a 2010. Roll 36. And I believe that is that color we're looking for, I hope. And we have a 1944 out of Philly. There we go. Silver in box 3. There ain't been much else, so glad to see that. Roll 36. And 40s nickel, number 4, 1946. Out of Philly. Let's check this for the Henning nickel. And we are looking at that left leg of the R in pluribus. Not seeing it. There'll be a hole down towards the bottom of it that you're looking for, but I do not see it there. All right, we'll take it. Roll 38. And we got another 40s nickel. 40s nickel number 6. 1941. Out of Philly. Roll 50. And we're going to pull out a 1939 right here. Few nickels to go in this last roll. 1939. Will we get a mint mark? We will not. But that's okay. I'll take it. All right, box 3 is hunted. We did get lucky enough to pick up one more war nickel, so that was very nice. We got an 09P as well as 3 Canadians. We got that 39. We got a few 40s nickels. In total, I believe we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And I didn't bring you in for any 50s, but here they are. We did pull aside 9. So we're going to go ahead and add those up top. I'm going to get all the finds from box 2, which are up here, moved out of the way, move box 3 up, and we will get into box number 4. All right, we are back with box number 4 of this hunt. It's been pretty decent. We did get a couple buffaloes, couple silvers through the first 3 boxes. Some possible upgraders or additions. There are the finds from box 1. There are the finds from box 2. Box 3 are right here across the top of the mat here on the circles. We did get an 09, got 6 Canadians, and then we got that 10 pence. And a penny, unfortunately. So let's take a quick look in this box. This one's been sitting here since 3/17. See if it's better than the last one. That last box was a little rough. Does look like a little bit better mix of old and new in this one, so Hopefully there'll be some goodies. I will see you on the first find. Roll number 5 and 50s nickel number 1. And we'll bring you in for mostly 40s from here on out, but this is the first find, so I figured I'd bring you in. And it is a 59 out of Denver. Roll 13, and finally, our first 40s nickel. It will be a 1940 out of Philly. Roll 20, second to last nickel. We have a 1947 out of Denver. Roll 23, and 40s nickel number 3. And it's going to be a 1942 be out of Philly. And we also have 5 50s nickels here pulled aside. I'm going to go ahead and move those up. Nothing exciting, but they are 50 nickel 50s nickels nonetheless. Roll 27 and 40s nickel number 4. And we will have a 1940 out of Philly. Roll number 30. 40s nickel number 5. We have a 1946. It will be a Philly. Let's check this for a Henning nickel. You're looking for that hole in the bottom left leg of the R. Not seeing it, but we'll take a 46. Roll 33. And we have another 40s nickel, be number 6. It's going to be a 1941. I believe that's a Denver. Nope, it's going to be a Philly. Well, a lot of gunk on there. Couldn't quite tell. All right. Roll 35, and yet another 40s nickel, and yet another 1940, and it's going to be out of Denver. Correction, it's an S, 40S. Roll 36. I got one here. It's a little dark. I don't feel like it's dark enough to be a war nickel, but I figured we'd try it out. Oh, and it is 1945, and it's going to be a 45S. I didn't think that was going to be a war nickel, but I was checking. We'll take that for sure. Very nice. Roll 46 and 40s nickel number 8. We're going to have a 1949, and it will be out of Philly. I have also pulled aside another 750s nickels, including this beautiful 1956D. Lots of mint luster left on it. Just a blinging all over the place. We'll take that. Roll 48, and we have a 1948. And it will be a Philly model, but we will take it for sure. 40s nickel number 9. All right, that is it. Box 4 is done. Pulled aside one more 50s nickel. So that is going to give us 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in the 50s. We will have 9 in the 40s, as well as another war nickel we pulled out. And we added a few more to the stack for possible upgrades or additions. So all in all, pretty good box. Numbers-wise, it started out a little slow. I was a little worried at first. So I'm going to go ahead and organize these finds into all the 30s, 40s, 50s. I do have this one Buffalo nickel I am going to try to nick a date. I cannot get a date off of. And then once I get that done, I will be back. We'll see if we can see what that is. I'll give you totals on what we found through the 4-box hunt. See you in a few minutes. All right. We are all wrapped up with that hunt. We ended up with, in the 50s, we have 10, 20, 30, 41 in the 50s. We have 10, 20, 35 in the 40s. We have 4 in the 30s. We got the 09, 7 Canadians. We got the 1 nickel from Zimbabwe. We got a penny, 36 Philly Buffalo, 3 silvers. And that last Buffalo, I did what I could with this. I cannot get a date. I think this was probably a metal detecting find. It is corroded all up. The nick date will not cut through whatever this is on top. So we're just going to call this a undated Buffalo. I'm just going to tube it up and put it away. But let me go ahead, grab the albums. We're going to get this all sorted out. See if we can fill any spots. I don't think we will fill any in the first set of albums. Maybe a buffalo. But most of it probably will be in the second set. Be back in just a few minutes. All right, first set of albums is in front of us. And this is the first buffalo book that we had. We've been working on for a while. And we are going to have an addition. We will add a 1936 filly to the album. One more down in the buffalo album. We will keep at it. Try to fill a few more holes. All right, album number 1 of set number 2. We're going to have 5 additions. We're going to add a 1938. We are going to add a 1940S. We will add a 1942D. We will add a 42P silver. We're going to upgrade a 44P silver. And we're going to add a 45S silver. Very cool. Very excited about that. I will take it for sure. Get those plugged in, and we'll move on to album number 2. All right, we're back. Album number 2, 1962 through 1995. We're going to have 3 upgrades and 3 additions. We'll be adding an 84D, upgrading a 91D. We will be adding a 69S. We will be adding a 64 filly. And we will be upgrading a 62D and a 63. So I'm going to get those plugged in. We'll get to the last album. See if we can get 1 or 2 more additions. Be back in a minute. All right, album 3, 1996 to present, 2023. And we are going to have 1 addition. We will be adding a 2004P piece metal. We will take that. All right. Be right back. I'll let you know where we're at with a quick wrap up on the numbers. And we're out of here. See you in just a second. All right, we are back. Here is set 1, which is the original set of albums we started. We're at 188 of 193 spots filled. And here is the second set. We are now at 144 of 192. We picked up 10 spots in that hunt, so that is pretty good. Excited about that. And of course, I had to get a couple fill-ins out, but we got 3 nickels to drop in the 2023 silver jar. And right here is the treasure chest. And you know, at the end of the videos, we got to put something in the chest. So I grabbed a 40% Kennedy, which is about equal value right now of those 3 war nickels. So we're going to go ahead and add that to the chest along with all the other goodies. Appreciate everybody coming along. We will see you on the next hunt.